Well, I haven't done one of these in a while, folks, but we're doing another installment of the Pokemon that I think need to exist. The Poison type. You'll notice I'm pretty much going up the ranks here. We did Grass, we did Fire, we did Water. Technically speaking, Poisonous should have actually come after Grass, but I want to do the core three first. Now I'm just going up the Kanto Pokedex of when the types showed up. So we had Butterfree. We had Bug last time, and I believe technically I should be doing Flying next, but I decided screw it. We'll do Poison for next after this. And so Poison is one of those mons that it's a little trickier to think up concepts for. Like, are there poison types we actually that need to exist? Like, what exactly can you still do with poison? There's still a lot that. Is there a lot of room left that poison? Is there a lot of room for poison to still be used in Pokemon? The answer obviously is yes, based on all the fan art out there. But the question is, what do I think actually needs to exist when it comes to the poison type? Well, actually, as always, I got 5 different ideas here. Let's start with the obvious one here, and I am shocked to this day we don't have a Pokemon for this. That would be the ever lovable, the ever satiable, and the ever drooling Gila Monster. That's not true as ever drooling. The Forktown Monster. Like, how do we not have a Gila Monster Pokemon? Do you know how many fan-made Gila Monster Pokemon? Type in Gila Monster Pokemon, and you will find so many fan-made Pokemon. It's actually insane. This is primed to be a poison type. It is one of only 2 venomous lizards on Earth. Technically, people have said the Komodo dragon is venomous. That's not quite what the Komodo dragon is. Granted, you can still do a Komodo dragon one too, based on all the bacteria in that thing's mouth. But point being, the Gila Monster seems to be the more popular of the 2 when talking about a poison type lizard. It looks almost like a Pokemon with that coloration. It's a beautiful creature too, but it's I don't quite get why we haven't done that yet. I mean, I'll talk about this sometime later in the week, but we got apparently that was it the Terra leak, the Terabyte leak for a lot of upcoming Pokemon information, including some ZA stuff. We do at least have the code name of Gen 10. We know it's called Gaia, and the implication seems to be we're going to Greece. I'll talk more about that in a different video. But I mean, I'm guessing the only reason we haven't seen a Gila Monster Pokemon yet is because they would probably want to save that for a region based somewhere off the like in the western part of North America, where that would make sense to have it, or maybe like a southern Mexico-esque, Mexico upper south, not South America, but you know what I mean, like Texas area, something like that. That maybe, I don't know. I just think, why haven't we gotten that yet? Now, when it comes to the Animal Kingdom, there's still a lot of room to be done. There's still a lot of stuff to tap here for poison types. For example, the Stonefish. It's in the name. It could be a rock poison type. Except for, was it Nihilego? I think that's the name. The Ultra Beast that looks like a jellyfish, but it's like actually made of like very pliable glass. We don't have a rock poison type to the best of my knowledge. I'm just looking at poison types right now, because I certainly know we didn't have any rock poison types in like the first several generations. We had poison ground types with the Nido line. In fact, I think except for Clodsire, they're the only poison types, ground types that exist. But other than okay, we do have the Glimmora line, but that was very recent. No, that's still a niche kind of typing to really look into, because the bond we have there are either hard. Oh, actually, no, there's no other question about it. They're hard as hell to get. Though you can find Glimmoras, or Glimblets, I believe they're actually called, the pre-evolution. Yeah, Glimblets. You can't find them earlier on than you might think. But a Stonefish, again, it's in the name. You could have, it's a very poisonous fish. It has blue spikes because of the venom. We know for a fact you can have non-water type Pokemon living in the water. Hell, Stunfisk's electric ground types live in the water. So, you know what? I think we can make it work. But beyond that, though, beyond normal creatures, there's also the concept of mythical creatures. And if Gen 10 is Greece, and right now there's no confirmation, we just know the code name is Gaia, which, if you know Greek lore, though, would make some sense. A Basilisk is the type of Pokemon we have not had yet. Not at all. We certainly have a couple snake Pokemon. We have the Arbok and Ekans line. We have the Survivor line. We have the obviously the Superior line. We have the Sandaconda line, and technically Zygarde's middle form, while being a dragon, is designed like a snake. We're actually pretty due for our next snake Pokemon, when I think about it. Because I mean, snake Pokemon seem to almost show up every other gen. Yeah, actually, almost. Because you have obviously Ekans or Arbok in Gen 1, you have Survivor Gen 2, you have the Superior line Gen 5. Then you do take a little bit of a jump. There's no snake Pokemon, although Zygarde, like I said, can kind of be a snake if you want to try to push it a little bit in that direction. Then you have the Sandaconda line in Gen 8. Then you have nothing in Gen 9. So, look, snake Pokemon's on the table. Certainly, hey, look, I'll take any snake Pokemon. Really, snake Pokemon are awesome. I love snakes. Snakes are my favorite animal. But yeah, a Basilisk, like a legendary, like what? Again, if Greece, the Greco-Roman area of the Mediterranean, is the spot for Gen 10, having it be one of the box legendaries or the third legendary would actually make a lot more sense, to be honest. That'd be pretty cool. It'd be a dark poison type, easy, makes sense. Basilisks are known for having deadly poison. Not to mention the whole petrification thing. So, yeah, no, Basilisk makes complete sense. But then you go into some of the more weird concepts with poison type. Because that is the catch-22 when it comes to poison type. Because it's not just animals that are poison type. You literally have a sentient gas cloud with Ghastly, a sentient gas cloud with Coughing and Wheezing that just solidified. You have sentient sludge with the Muck line. What else I got? Your living stomachs with the Swalot and Gulpin line. What else? What other weird living trash bags with the Garbodor line. Anything else? Oh, yeah, and living toxic engines with a Revavroom line. So there's plenty of weird inanimate-based Pokemon you can certainly design things off of. One thing, though, that exists is poisonous stones. Like another, again, poison rock type concept. This one is called Regal. Or sorry, Realgar. This is called Realgar. It's either Religar or Realgar, something like that. It's a combination of arsenic and sulfur. Both are toxic to. I mean, on some level, we have a lot of those things in us already, but both, generally speaking, are toxic to us. The concept of just a living poisonous stone is certainly interesting. And you might be saying, well, we got that with the Glimmora line. My counter to that would be, did we really? Yes, it's more like a weird crystal flower than anything else. It's not really based off much. I will say this. We do have poison rock types. We have, again, the Glimmora line, and we have the Nagaleo. This one's called anyway. Nihilego. Anyway, the Ultra Beast. But there's more design space, I think, for a rock poison type. So I definitely think, and again, different types of poisonous rocks, I think, is where we could look towards this. For example, a sulfur, using sulfur, mercury even, though that would be more of a metal, but still. You get my point. That still works towards poison steel types as well. We've got our first poison steel type this gen, and it's not bad. It gets completely decimated by ground types, but regardless, it's still not a bad Pokemon. Finally, though, and this is the one that's probably going to be the most weird to think about, but Poison Ice. As far as poison types go, as far as I know, and I'm double checking right now, Poison Ice is the only combination of poison left that we have not tackled, because we have poison fire, water, grass, bug, flying, ground, normal. I believe, we have poison fairy with Galarian Wheezing, ghost, dark, Let's see here now. Hey, what else am I missing here? Why don't I just do it up here instead? Anyway, so yeah, normal, fire, water, electric, grass, fighting. We definitely have that. Ground, flying, psychic. We do have that as well. Bug, definitely. Poison rock, we've established. Yeah, poison ghost, poison dragon. We have a poison steel, and we have a poison fairy. Yeah, the only poison type combination that doesn't exist is poison ice. But obviously the question would be, how the hell do you do a poison ice type? How do you do toxic ice? Well, what I have right here is an example here. This is dry ice. And because it's technically just really concentrated frozen gas, it is toxic. It's not something you can just put in your drink and sip it. If you were to eat this, it would probably freeze and burn a hole in your stomach. Like if you've ever actually tried to hold dry ice with your bare hands, you'll quickly start to feel it sap all the moisture out of your skin, and it will peel the skin off your hand. It will burn you. So something like that is possible. Also, the idea of toxic water just freezing. For God's sake, I can literally create a poison muck variant, a poison ice muck variant that's basically just slushy toxic slush. Like, it's not that hard of a concept, really. I'm just spitballing here. Maybe it's toxins that got frozen in the ice. Like it's see-through. You can literally see the toxins inside of the Pokemon trying to get out, and it needs a method of escape. Otherwise, it's going ice Bunsen burner kind of thing, or a beaker or something like that. You know, and you just gotta think outside the box. Still, ice poison type. We need that. That is among all the other poison types on this list. I would say that is actually the thing we probably need the most right now, just for type balancing. Ultimately, though, this is just my thoughts. I'm just spitballing. I'm just having fun. And before anyone says that, you sound like a guy who's not satisfied with anything. It's like, grow the hell up. You know for a fact that's not what the video is. And if you don't know for a fact that's what the video is, I don't know how to help you. I don't know how to help you. But until then, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. What kind of poison type do you think needs to exist? Let me know. Until then, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.